A month ago on the shores of Honolulu, Hawaii, the Pokemon World Championships began. Competitors and fans flew from all corners of the globe to share their passion for letting virtual animals harm each other across a multitude of competitions. The Pokemon Company International, or TPCI for short, had gone all out to make this worlds unforgettable. You had Pikachu greeting contestants at Daniel K Airport, accompanied with a Pokemon plane placed on the runway. The opening ceremony hosted an astounding drone show that lit up the sky and made local resident Facebook groups think that aliens were invading. But amongst all the festivities, as battles between competitors raged on, a silent battle was being fought in the shadows. One attraction in particular had been targeted by a notorious group for a large-scale assault, the attraction in question being the Pokemon Center. Not an actual Pokemon Center that delivers free healthcare. Remember, we're still technically in America. No, I'm talking about the pop-up merchandise store that pops up whenever there's a large event such as Worlds or an international championships. As well as selling a seemingly unlimited army of Pokemon plushies, these centers have a wide variety of exclusive merchandise themed around the event they are hosted at. You had beach towels, pins, plushies, hats, playmats, water bottles, sleeves, not that kind, posters, shirts, and a bucket and spade, all with Worlds 2024 branding. Some pretty cute stuff here, but it doesn't hold a candle to the super exclusive collection. These were the high value items that everyone was after, consisting of a backpack, TCG deck boxes, a skateboard, and my favourite, the Pokemon ukulele. I'm sure TCPI have forgotten all about the ukulele Pichu from the third Pokemon Ranger game, but I'm still counting this as a nice nod to the franchise. Also, come on, I'm a YouTuber. I need something to do an apology video with. The Pokemon Center would be open from Wednesday the 14th of August to Sunday the 18th, meaning competitors and spectators alike would have a chance to battle their hearts out and enjoy what else was on offer while still having time to grab some signature goodies. Well, I say would. See, those three words, exclusive, Pokemon, and merchandise, unfortunately attract a third unsavory group of people. Had Team Rocket made a return for the third time? Even worse, it was the Scalpers. If you don't know what a scalper is, the Urban Dictionary describes them as the scum of the earth who are too incapable to get an actual job. For a more precise description, it's someone who buys a product that has either limited supply or incredibly high demand, usually both, with the sole purpose of reselling it on sites like eBay at a much higher price point than they bought it for. Remember when no one could get a PS5? Yeah, it was in part down to these silly geese. They first invaded the Pokemon space through the trading card scene during late 2020, after Logan Paul took a break from filming dead bodies to start hunting Charizard cards or something. Videos started emerging of people lining up outside grocery stores, waiting for them to open, and then using their stimulus checks to hoover up all of the cards in the store. Not because they loved the game, but because there was money to be made in it. What's that? You wanted to buy your son or daughter a few Pokemon packs for their birthday? Well, I'm truly sorry. You can buy them from me though, for a fair price. Tensions reached a boiling point in May 2021, when a gun was pulled during a physical altercation in a Target parking lot over the cards. This led the US store to remove Pokemon TCG products from their shelves, citing an abundance of caution for its staff and shoppers. Things have died down since then, but that isn't to say these foolish antics have stopped entirely. You might remember the Vincent van Gogh incident of 2023, where the Dutch Artists Museum had its Pokemon collaboration ransacked by swarms of scalpers looking to pick up this Pikachu card. Yeah, these videos just kinda speak for themselves, huh? Since 2020, these vultures have expanded their horizons from not just Pokemon cards, but merchandise too. In 2023, we also saw limited edition Pokemon skateboards from Santa Cruz sell out in seconds, only for them to start appearing on resale websites for 10 times their original price. Something tells me a lot of these guys weren't into skating. So when TPCI showcased all these once-in-a-lifetime items in the weeks leading up to the World Championships, the Scalpers saw a golden opportunity. Wednesday the 14th of August 2024. The general public will be let into the Pokemon Center at 1 PM. Fortunately, someone at TPCI had clearly seen those videos at the Van Gogh Museum because they had actually laid out some defenses to combat the incoming mob. First of all, you couldn't just walk into the store. Buyers had to have pre-booked a time slot weeks in advance to enter. Not only would this prevent scalpers surrounding the outside of the building like we saw at Target, but it would also stop any high-risk individuals from continuously entering the store anytime there was a restock. Purchase limits were also implemented on the high-value items I previously mentioned in the video. For example, only one backpack, ukulele, and skateboard were allowed to be purchased per person. These seemed like good measures on paper, but unfortunately when the doors officially opened, the dark reality of what was happening began to set in. The sheer amount of people entering the store with only reselling on their brains proved too much for the center to handle, and within hours, their stock had drastically depleted. That same Wednesday evening, dozens of listings for merch are added to eBay at ridiculous prices. Azumarill, Pikachu, and Riolu plushies, originally sold for $25, now being sold for $60. The limited edition backpack, sold in store for $45, sold online for $120. But by far the worst offender had to be the sacred ukulele, with one sale going as high as $300 on the same day it became publicly available for just $60. Similar egregious listings continued on into the night, until it was time for the cycle to repeat itself at 9 AM on Thursday morning. By 2 PM, items such as backpacks, sleeves, skateboards, deck boxes, playmats, and the ukulele were all sold out for the day. Pictures of the empty shelves inside the center go viral on social media, with people scratching their heads as to how this could have happened so quickly.
You can kind of see that a lot of stuff is already sold out. Scalpers are scalping, unfortunately.
Images of incredibly large shopping halls also go viral, but instead of confusion, there was anger. Now, it's unclear how many of these holes were created with the intention of scalping, or whether the individuals behind them are simply huge Pokemon fans, but that didn't seem to quell the angry Twitter mob because, well, it's Twitter. Although I do have a slight feeling that the ones captioned "DM with offers" aren't. This cycle of getting into the store early, buying limited products, and then reselling online for up to 10 times the price would continue for the remainder of the store's opening days. What's that? You wanted to buy a backpack for your child, but your time slot is in the afternoon? Don't worry, you can buy one from me at a fair price. Not you again. But the previously mentioned cycle wasn't enough for some scalpers. See, online sites like eBay are a perfectly fine way to sell goods, but they have their issues. It might take a couple days to process your grossly inflated product, or the site can decide to withhold your payment indefinitely for any reason they see fit. For more immediate funds, it would be better to sell in person, especially in a place where you are overwhelmingly swamped with demand. So these people decided to set up a market of their own, right outside the Pokemon Center.
Wait. What the hell?
Are you kidding me right now? This shit looks like Treasure Town from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2, but if you replace the word treasure with scam. People were literally walking into the Pokemon Center, finding the items they wanted out of stock, then going outside and seeing the same items being sold for like double the price. There were even reports of scalpers reselling stuff inside the Pokemon Center. Man, I really wanted that bucket and spade, but they're all gone. Oh yeah, me too, definitely. You know it doesn't have to be this way, right? How TPCI allowed this to happen, I have no idea, because this is honestly just sad to see. Surely you just get security to tear everything down and then ban these silly geese from ever attending a Pokemon event again. But for now, that concludes the tale of the Pokemon world scalping. And to this day, there are still ukuleles on eBay at silly prices. Ukulele Pichu did not die for this.